Hello there everybody and welcome back to Ancestors. My name's Will and this is An Ecologist Plays. Now last time we ended the episode when we made our journey back here to our settlement after having gone to Crocodile's Island, which would be a little bit down in that direction, somewhere down below there. Now on my way back I realized that I never actually ate the crocodile meat of the crocodile that we killed in that episode. So off screen I have gone back. I have now eaten that crocodile meat just so that we can develop the omnivory trait. For the omnivory you do need to eat the meat of every animal that is in the game. Ooh, pretty butterflies. Oh, wow. Okay. Gorgeous little butterflies. I get distracted so easily. Butterflies everywhere. Okay, now to start off today's episode, we are going to do the next thing after generational leaps. Now, if we look at the bottom there, you can see that we've got a whole bunch of elders and we've got some adults there. All of them with the, well, almost all of them with the orangish glow around them, indicating that they've got mutations. If we now evolve, that means that those genetic mutations will now become part of the population. And that means they are cemented into our lineage so that they can't go away again. If we now skip another generation before evolving, it means that all those mutations in the elders will be lost and we have to regain those mutations. So that's what we're going to do now. Basically just same as with generational leaps, you just go to your sleep spot, you go into the evolutionary point here and you can see we've got a nice area that we have developed already. We're going to lose a lot of this now, but that's okay. We just go zoom out even more and we do an evolution leap. So this, currently we are just a little bit less than 10 million years ago. We have had 16 births and 1 death, you know, the poor little one that fell out of the tree. So without any further ado, let's see. Yes, we are going to lose all the mutations that are not carried by adults or elders. That's fine. We don't really have any mutations with our young ones. And now what happens is it picks up all the things that we have done. And we're not going to stay for the entire time here. This can take quite a few minutes. And as we have done certain things, years get added onto the timeline at the bottom. And the whole idea of the game is to evolve faster than science. And there we have had 10,000 years extra because we used rocks, liftable rocks, for example. We lifted that earlier than is expected. We intimidated the eastern green mamba. All these different things that we have done will now let this timeline progress. And I'll be back with you in a moment to see how far we have gone. Okay, so thus far, as a result of all the feats that we have accomplished, we are going on a little bit more than 750,000 years, so that's quite a long time. But because of the fact that we have done a lot of those evolution feats ahead of time, we get almost another 100,000 added to that, which means we now are going forward in time 850,000 years, so almost 1 million years. So we've gone from 10 million years ago to almost 9 million years ago. We are currently evolving 92,500 years faster than science based on that ahead of time bonus. So let's have a look. We are now going to, of course, have our 16 births and 1 death added. So with 1 death, we are losing 25,000 years. But with our 16 births, we are having 80,000 years added. And you can see the red line that was there. We are going much faster than science. And now we have reached the next species, Sahelanthropus tchadensis. Now, the T in tchadensis can be a capital one because it is named after a country. But generally, when you have the scientific name like this, you would have the Sahelanthropus as the genus. You would have that capitalized. And then tchadensis, the species, you would just have a small t, not capitalized. So this means the man from the Sahel region in Chad. So that's literally what it means. Sahel is a region in Africa extending from the Atlantic Ocean all the way to the Red Sea, just south of Egypt. So it's a whole big band there. It's the transition between the Sahara Desert and the savannas a little bit further to the south. So it's an arid land, but there are some almost forested environments as well. Anthropus, referring to man, and then tchadensis, just meaning from Chad. And this species was discovered in 2002, so relatively new species discovered. So we're going to be looking a little bit different as well. And as one of my friends says, what he doesn't like with the evolution leaps is you get dumped at a random spot. And you now have to go and reorientate yourself. So we are not quite sure where we are now. This species, Sahelanthropus, does have quite a large ridgeline or above the eye. So that's quite characteristic of it as well. 6 individuals were discovered, or 6 specimens were discovered. But this species was not bipedal yet. So we can... Okay, we have lost the gene to be able to stand upright, it seems. So we are currently just stuck with... Let's see, where are we? I'm not even sure where we are. Doesn't look familiar. Have we been here? Yes, we have been here. We are at... Oh, we're at the lakeside oasis at the Great Lake. Okay. Right over there would be the Crocodile's Island. Okay, so that is where the meteorite was. So we're just down here, not too far from actually from where we were last time. Okay. Okay, so I see we do have our 6 adults, 6 babies, and 6 elders as well. So I'm just going to get one of the elders to come along with me, and one of the adults. A little one. You also come. Let's go get all the babies, and let's go on another little adventure. Okay, so we've accidentally gotten the python to kill one of the warthogs as well. In this case, the warthog actually died very quickly, which wouldn't be what would happen. Pythons are not that quick at killing their prey. They are constrictors, and so we've got a whole clan together here. I was spending quite a lot of time trying to just find all the individuals. Half of them were just kind of drifting lazily around in the lake, which is not, where you want to be, but in any case, they were there. And finally got them all together, and then this python decided to attack the warthog, or Metridiochurus. And of course, pythons being constrictors, they don't have venom to kill their prey. Instead, what they do is they grab the prey and then squeeze them. Now, it was initially thought that every time you breathe out, they actually tighten their grip, and that's then how they would kill you. However, that isn't the case. What it has been shown that what most likely happens is they actually stop your heart from beating. They prevent your heart from beating, which is, I think, a more interesting way to go, although you don't necessarily want to go that way. But in any case, they do tend to apparently stop your heart from beating. So what we're going to just quickly do now here is just make our little bed, just so that we can have a spot to have a look at what happened with all the mutations and what we now have available to us. Because we are now An Ecologist tchadensis, we have now got a new abilities such as better upper body strength, which allows us to swing from branch to branch and more easily and cover large distances, which is unfortunate because we now really won't be spending a lot of time in the trees. But in any case, we also now will gain more food per portion of food that we are eating, which is also great because this is part of the metabolism tree, which will allow us to become more omnivorous. So there we have a whole bunch of new things that are open, and this, I believe, would be from eating meat and mushrooms and plants and all those types of things, that we can become far more omnivorous. Oh, and eggs as well. Right, so we can now remember more than one position, so that we can navigate more easily. So that's also, that's nice. Oh, wonderful. Okay. We can also, successfully craft items more easily, more quickly, with fewer hits, which is also going to be very useful. And we have a greater chance of stabbing things to death. So a whole bunch of things. So there, successful strike causes more damage, greater chance of killing things. All these things, as we have now progressed to the new species, becomes available to us. So we really now are becoming far better at running around everywhere. Right, so I have assembled my new little hunting party. Unfortunately, we didn't have any obsidian or basalt at the spot that we are at. We only have granite there, which is not ideal for making sharp sticks. So each of 3 of us, I'm not sure where the other 2 are, they're probably down at the bottom still, but each of us just have a normal stick. And we are just going to go way up there. So initially, when I thought there was one meteorite that was smoking up in the mountain, well, there it is, right up there. So we are just going to do a little bit of an expedition in that direction to try and find that meteorite. And out of nowhere, we were attacked. However, we had our trusty stick. And oh man. Okay, so there's another python as well. So that was the stalker cat. This time around, it's a golden Machyridus, or golden Amphimachyridus. Right, so now that we have lost our stick, we might as well just make another one and head back out again. So that stalker cat really is going to just come back and back and back and back and again until we eventually kill it. And then it will be gone permanently until we actually have until we do a generational leap. There's another python here. Bugger off. Let's just get some neuronal energy by chasing something away as well. And get a neuron to be developed or matured. So there is definitely an advantage to traveling on the ground as well. The nice thing about traveling in the trees is you don't get attacked every 10 seconds. But the nice thing about being on ground is that you get to develop your neuronal pathways for intimidation and also for attacking, which is, good. Makes it easier to stab things in the face later on. Oh, good, great. Okay, so one of our hominids is under attack. And now we're just going to smack this Machyridus in the face. Now we are bleeding, and also our other hominids also bleeding, but you know what, that is just how it is. So let's just go up into this tree here. We should be able to get some kapok fiber. We also have low dopamine, which means we need to eat something to get our dopamine levels up, which is perfectly fine. We can do that. Maybe some water over there. Should be some horsetails along the river as well. So let's just head in that direction. Hopefully we are not attacked again on the way there. I actually wanted to just go up to the farther tree to show you something awesome. That's way up there, but we will have to first address this issue. Oh, and the fact that we are getting tired. Yeah. Of course we are under attack again. Come on. Stab you in the face. Okay, everyone's cured, everyone's happy. I see danger. There's the golden Machyridus, the stalker cat, is stalking us. Not necessarily very effectively. I knew he was coming. Only a matter of time, and here he comes. And off he goes. Okay, so we are currently the tallest point of the tallest tree. Unfortunately, it is now becoming night and it's a little bit foggy. But if you look way in the distance there, you can actually see the coastline. And I almost pointed at my screen. So from this point here, on this tree, you can see where we started. We started way in the back there by that waterfall, I believe. So round about there at least. And then we made our way through the jungle below us. We are currently at the farther tree. And then as we head out, we've got this woodland area to explore still. And then we should be heading out way into the distance, down the plateau area to the savanna below us. And then to the canyon and then the desert-like environment. So we are going to have to make our way down now again, which can go either very well or very poorly. Okay, we've made it thus far. I'm not very keen on just climbing down the entire way, Might as well have something a little bit more exciting by taking leaps of faith here. Okay, I think we're out of the farther tree at least, so we're not going to fall well, we may still fall to our death. It's quite a long drop. But we're making our way down. It is nighttime again. We're almost actually at the spot that we slept at, or that was our previous settlement. That's right over there. From there, I'm just going to probably take a quick nap there and then head out in the direction of the next meteorite, which should be up on the mountainside somewhere. And under attack immediately upon waking up, and let's kill the stalker cat again. Oh, go for the eyes. Always go for the eyes. Okay. And smash it to bits. So, in this case, we actually weren't sleeping at the spot that we previously had our settlement at. Instead, we were actually just at the Cascade Oasis. So, we were here previously. This is also, as I've mentioned before, where I had killed my first Macaridus in this game, off-screen, unfortunately. And we have subsequently now killed 2 Macaridus in this area. So, this, again, now being a golden Macaridus, so this not being a melanistic or leucistic individual. A good spot though for us, just to chill, get our strength. We have slept here. And then of course, as soon as we woke up, I knew we were going to be under attack because of the stalker cat, still coming after us. Until he's dead, there can be no rest for the ape man. So we are just going to quickly fill up food and water. We are well rested, and then we'll just be on our way to the orchard, which is actually where we had our settlements. So we'll just head there, and then from there, we'll have to head up the mountainside, I believe, to go and get the meteorite. But I just realized is I do believe we were not actually at the orchard that we had our camp. We had it way up there at the Jut-Out Boulder Oasis, which is right up there. So I think that's actually where we need to go. And then look at the smoke right at the top there. That is then our next objective. We have to get to the top there to go and get the meteorite so that we can get our mutations for our babies that we are carrying with us. Let's see, are there anything useful for us? Is there anything useful for us? Just granite. I don't want granite, I want basalt or obsidian. However, I'm struggling to find it. So let's have a look in this direction. Granite. It's just granite all everywhere. Yeah, so unfortunately, we are not at the right geological formation, it seems. Now, we still need to get way up there. Not quite sure how we're going to do it, but, well, where there's will, there's a way. Let's have a look. Can we find a way, perhaps, straight up in that direction? I will have to rest first. Might as well do so at the sleeping spot. Be very well rested before we head out. Get enough to eat, get enough to drink, so that we have no issues when we head up there. Oh well, we have some issues apparently. And another glorious day in Africa. Let's start the day by eating some berries and getting poisoned immediately. Or getting an upset tummy immediately. Oh, wonderful. Oh well. And then off we go on our little adventure. Okay, I think we may be able to get up there using these trees that are growing along the cliffside here. I have a suspicion that may work. However, my suspicion may be completely wrong, and this may be a fool's errand. So let's have a quick look, see if we can find our way up there. Looks kind of doable. Now, we can't just climb up there, because exhaustion is quite severe when trying to climb cliffs. But I think if we climbed this tree here, we'd be able to get a bit of a head start on the climbing up the cliffside. Then we can climb in the trees. We should be able to make it up there. Yeah, it should be doable. The poor elder here, who doesn't really have a stamina pool, he's going to have a far more challenging time than the 2 adults that are in this group. But oh well, such is the price to pay, for old age, I guess. Look here. I think if we head... Oh, there's a Senegal parrot again. Bye-bye. Okay, he's trying to walk in place. There we go. Maybe able to make it... Nope, we can't. Back kind of on the ground. Okay. Try again. Definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Are we going to hopefully have a different result now? So this is exactly the same spot we were in. I think we actually need to head in that direction. So maybe we can make it. Get a nice swing on and miss. Okay, maybe lucky number 3. Watch how there is no way to get up there easily, but we're going to try and make it. Okay, I think we have it, lads. There we go. Okay, so finally, 3rd time's the charm. Up we go. Now, of course, where to from here? Let's have a quick look. A little quick squiz, maybe a little bit up here. Yes. Up this tree. Up this branch. Then we'll just walk along here. And that one's cheating. Look at them. Both of them are cheating. They already just teleport up there. We're going to make our way the correct way. Go and up over here. Okay. So we still need to go up there. This tree obviously is the best candidate. So let's just jump up here, climb up here. Oh yes, this is the way. I'm sure if Nook, the hominid that we are currently playing as, could, he would wear a helmet to say this is the way. Oh, I see smoke. Where there's smoke, there's either a fire or a meteorite. Ha 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 ha, we have made it. Let's see, I want to discover this spot as well. To fill out the map a bit. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Enjoying the late afternoon sun as we discover the Highland Plateau, or which one is this? Yes, the Highland Plateau. This would be the mountainous part of the game. So the mountainous biome, you've got the typical... there's a coast, that's where we're heading. Is that the coast or is that the lake? That may just be the lake. Never mind. I got excited, I thought, wow, that's the coast that we're heading to, but I don't think it is. So if we can see from over here, perhaps. Wow. This must be the Great Lake. I believe the Great Lake in this game is based on the Rift Valley lakes that we've got in East Africa. Lake Tanganyika, Lake Victoria, I think is also great. I think it's one of the Rift Valley lakes. But Lake Malawi is a good example of that. Formed when the two tectonic plates moved away from one another. And then the rift that opened up was, over time, got filled by water, or with water. Quite amazing, the Rift Valley, the diversity of fish. Because they are so isolated, you've got a whole bunch of different species of fish that have evolved in those specific environments. So if you actually were to go and dive in the lake here, you would most likely find a whole bunch of cichlids. Well, nowadays, not sure they would have evolved that long ago in any case. But you would find a whole bunch of cichlids, beautiful, colorful fish, freshwater fish in Lake Malawi, Lake Tanganyika, all those ones as well. So the lake here, most likely supposed to be one of the Rift Valley lakes, which I love. I mean, I love the whole East African region. Ooh, that looks like that might be obsidian that we've got over there. Let's just have a look. I'm still looking for either obsidian or basalt. So granite, don't want that. But that blacker rock there looks like it may be obsidian, and it is. Ah, wonderful. Okay. Now I can finally make some sharp sticks to carry around as well. So let's just dump these. I'm supposed to take fewer strikes now to make an obsidian scraper. So let's have a look. It took us 10 perfect whacks previously. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 2 fewer strikes. That's not too bad. That's, quite good. Previously, it also took us 6 hits with the obsidian scraper to change a normal stick into a sharpened stick. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. That's quite nice. It's good to have that little neuronal mutation, or that mutation as well, so that we can make weapons more quickly. But here we go. The reason we came all this way, there's apparently a snake. We didn't come here for the snake. I think it's over there. Yeah, that is, I think, green mamba. also something here, also green mamba. The 2 green mambas in the area, but they are no match for us. So the reason we are here, not the snakes, but the meteorite, which will now again give us 6 mutations with our babies and 12 reinforcement points to spend when we are doing a generational leap. I'm just going to chase this mamba away again. Yeah, go away. And we have now intimidated the mamba so much, or so many times, that we now have a neuron that has matured. So let's just make a sleep spot here, and then we can drop the child here, which will then give us mutations. Okay, so there is one more thing that we need to do now, and that is get to that spot down there. Easiest way would probably be just to kind of jump, but not jump the entire way. We don't want to kill another one of our hominids, so we're just going to do controlled falling over here. See how that works. Yeah, basically just jump down, grab onto the rocks as much as we can. Yeah, there we go. Made it down here quite easily. Now, of course, we do need to also eat, because we're quite hungry, so let's just quickly get something to eat. Wonderful, one more. And of course, that's going to be the one that poisons us. Which means we need some fresh water as well, which I do believe will be down there, yes. But the problem is jumping and making accurate jumps while poisoned. A little bit more challenging. We're going to try. Yeah. Wonderful. Oh, and we are in another area that we need to conquer our fear. Wonderful. Do that as well. Oh, way over there. That's not going to be a nice area to try and go to. You know what? There's a better solution. Where's the elder? Way up there. The bugger. Lazy one. Okay, we need to head in this direction. Hopefully we'll get the elder here now. Because the wonderful thing, there we go, change it to the elder. Elders have no fear of the unknown. So we can use them to our advantage. Like this area where we want to come in, but we can't come in because our little one is terrified, our adult is terrified, we can just shift and be the elder and we should be fine. There's a reason we came here. Actually, there are a number of reasons. We firstly needed to drink some water. Secondly, we need to discover this spot right over there. Thirdly, there are some awesome birds right over there. The grey-crowned crane, which I really, really love. And then also there's a new mammal for us to look at. Right over there we've got 2 of the Miocene giant otters that we are going to go and intimidate in a moment. The first things first is discover this area. This should be the otter's den, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the otter's den. So called because, well, this is the spot where you can find otters. There are a number of other spots as well. Off screen I had actually encountered as well, but I haven't, discovered the species officially. But we're just going to quickly go and have a look at them, and then we'll look at them a little bit more next time as well. These grey-crowned cranes that we have got flying around there, you do find the grey-crowned crane in South Africa. Not sure whether this is actually the grey-crowned or whether this is a different species. I think they call it a grey-crowned crane. But there are 2 species of crowned crane in Africa, as far as I recall. The grey-crowned here in Afrikaans, my home language, we call it the mahem, because they calls the kind of, and there you can hear it. It kind of sounds like they're saying my hymn. If you almost deaf, you can kind of hear. But notice the Nice plume of yellow feathers on the head and the red little wattles there. Really gorgeous birds. There's the Mahem calling again, the grey-crowned crane. I just love the sound. I love the bird. It's just such an awesome little bird. Oh, relatively big bird, actually, not a little bird. I'm not sure where the otters have gone to. I hear them. Oh, there they are. Hello, little guys. Why are you on the other side now? Come on. Came all this way to say hello, and now you're running away? No, 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 no. This is not how the story goes. The otters, of course, being amazing swimmers, and many species, like these ones here, it seems, being social. There are also quite a few solitary species as well. However, here we've got a groups or a social species. Come on. Hello. Not sure whether we are going to intimidate them. Oh, we have successfully intimidated them. In Hydriodon Dikike. Such a funny name. But in any case, we have successfully intimidated the Miocene African otter. And we'll have a look at them next time. So for now, here on the banks of one of the Rift Valley's lakes, tectonic lakes, I'm going to bid thee farewell. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon when we have another episode of An Ecologist Plays Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. So from myself and the Sahelanthropus tchadensis, goodbye. Stay safe.